Hi, everybody, and thanks for joining TV3 for tonight's football game. It's game 2 of the young high school football season and the Spartans home opener. CHS meets the Franklin County Wildcats here tonight. Once again, hi, this is Ron Wally. This is Fran Schulman. Welcome you to Spartan Stadium on the campus of Connersville High School. Ron, both teams successful in their season openers last week. The Spartans defeated Richmond 22-16 in overtime at Richmond. And in Newcastle, Franklin County won over the Trojans 54-35. Keys to this game, what are they?
I tell you what, keys to this game is to keep the momentum going for the Spartans over last week. I tell you what, last week's game was something that they started off. They were in halftime deficit, 16-0.
Yes.
And but you know, these boys, they overcame some miscues. They fought hard and they came back and they won in overtime. So let's keep that momentum. Let's keep the game plan going and stay focused for the entire ball game.
This Franklin County team, though, they scored 8 touchdowns at Newcastle.
That's a lot of touchdowns.
So they've got a pretty potent offense.
Well, you know, we kind of know what to expect from Franklin County, and they're pretty much a, three yards in a cloud of dust there. They're going to pound you up the middle. I mean, they've always done that when they've played against us. They like to play between their tackles, between their guards, and open up holes for their running backs. So, we got to, be very aggressive defensively, use our speed, use our quickness to try to penetrate their defensive line or offensive line. Again, Franklin County is what you see, what you kind of get. They're going to pound it.
Even though we mentioned they scored 8 touchdowns, Newcastle scored 5.
Yeah, so they give up a lot of touchdowns.
Yes.
Again, one thing that Connersville did well last week against Richmond was that they wore Richmond down. Richmond had that big lead going into the halftime, starting second half, and Connersville just wore them down, and they played tough defensively, very smart defensively. So again, let's keep that strategy going tonight against Franklin County.
Dalton DuBois, the leading rusher for the Spartans with 169 yards. Mitchell Arshall for Franklin County put 290 yards on the scoreboard. Rushing.
That's unbelievable. And again, that's what you expect from them is to get a guy hot and keep pounding, giving him the rock and having him go. So, Spartans definitely have their hands full against Franklin County. They're arch rival. A couple years ago, we went up to their house and we won. Hopefully, we can continue on. I don't remember the last time we were 2-0. I like to find out tonight.
Let's hope we make it, right?
That's right. Let's hope so.
This is an important South Central or Indiana Athletic Conference game, though.
Yeah.
It's the first one of 4 that will really count for the Spartans. There are 4 Class 4As in the Eastern Indiana Conference and 4 Class 3As, and they each have a championship.
Yeah, it seems like the smaller schools are the ones that are dominant in football.
Well, it should be an interesting night. Perfect weather for the fans and the teams.
Yes, it's not overly hot. A lot of times, last few seasons when we've had our home opener, it's been very hot. We had to worry about kids cramping, but it's perfect.
Should be an exciting night. Field looks good. The officials are out there. I think they're about to call the co-captains out to see who wins the toss and what the decision will be by the winner, whether they'll receive or kick off. Franklin County in their white jerseys and dark blue pants. Spartans in all red with the white helmets.
And one thing that looks like over there with the as you see Franklin County, they're getting all hyped up, ready for the ball game. They usually bring a lot of kids. It just seems like there's not that many kids as we would normally see with Franklin County.
I think their roster has like 40 youngsters, and the Spartans have 53 on their team.
Yeah, that's usually it's the other way around.
That's
when
right.
It comes to football. I mean, Franklin County, they bring the whole county.
Yeah, I'm a little surprised that Franklin County is down that much in football.
Yeah, obviously it didn't affect them last week against Newcastle, scoring 8 touchdowns, but again, giving up 5.
Okay, we're having the official referee talk to the captains out at midfield, as you can see, and the guys meeting each other and about to have the toss here and see what happens.
Yeah,
Spartans' first home game. Well, they have 4 home games.
Yeah, I tell you what, Connersville is very, very excited to be here. Yep, there we go. Yeah, there we go. Franklin County is going to receive. That's what I expected. I expect Franklin County, again, it's going to be 3 yards in a cloud of dust.
Yeah, they want the football.
Yeah, they definitely want the football. They, without a question, want the football. And again, they're going to give the rock to their big guy who got 200. They're going to try to get 300 yards this week.
That's right. I mean, they go as this Arshel youngster goes, according to everybody that knows Franklin County. They have a coach, Kirk Kennedy, who is in his 4th year at Franklin County, his 27th year overall. So, Ron, he has a lot of football games under his belt, 27 years of coaching.
Yes, he does. He's an experienced guy.
Connersville's coach, Adam Kelly, his 6th year here at CHS. Adam is his first head coach position. Spartans break and getting ready to line up. The officials tonight are Mike Alfred, Mike Babcock, Ed Fleming, Bill Pebworth, and Larry Sintz. Ball about to be spotted at the 40-yard line by the Connersville kicker. That will be Dalton Dubois. He's a senior at 5'8". There's number 32.
We've seen him, zig and zag, and he's done, a whole lot, Du Bois. I mean, he kicks, he's, running back. I mean, this guy, he does everything.
Yes.
I don't know what happened there.
I don't either. He started to approach the ball, and suddenly he stopped, and everybody backed up.
Yeah, and they started looking at Kelly, Adam over there, so I'm not sure if he saw something he didn't like, or there we go.
Here's the boot, and it will be taken and dropped at the 16-yard line. Here comes the Wildcat, twisting and turning and in traffic, and Spartans shoving back from about the 28-yard line to about the 25.
Yeah, that was a nice stop there from the Spartan Red. One good thing right now the Spartans have on their side is, again, that momentum that they're carrying from last week, Fran, coming back from 16, clamping down on defense. They really want to clamp down right here on this first series.
It'll be spotted at the 28-yard line by the official. Connersville goes on defense. Here's the first play of the ball game from scrimmage. Here's a snap. Pitch out to number 25. He goes on the far side, and that's a Marshall, and there he goes.
Yep. Wow,
he leads the pack into the end zone, and Franklin County on the first play from scrimmage scores.
I tell you what, that play kind of surprised me simply because, it was a pitch out. It wasn't something hand right up the middle, and there was a beautiful hole. I think you and I could have ran through that hole. Perfectly executed from an offensive line for Franklin County, and, 72 yards later, they're in the end zone, and that was one play.
11:36 on the clock shows, and 6 points on the scoreboard.
Yeah, that was, again, that was a picture-perfect, beautiful blocking from the offensive line from Franklin County, and you're one of those running backs. When you see those lanes open like that big, your eyes get just as big.
They have a good running game, no doubt. We know that. Yeah. As you pointed out earlier, I mean, they for years have had a good running game. The kick is not good.
No, that wasn't a good kick at all. So, again, it's the first play of the game, and again, remember, you were down 16-0 against Richmond on their field,
yes,
and you clamped down. So this is just one of those instances that, hey, Franklin County,
well, that may have gotten the Spartans' attention. What do you think?
Yeah, they got my attention. Yeah, I think
okay, so
silence this crowd.
The Wildcats will be kicking off here to CHS. Let's see if they're as lucky as the Wildcats were on their first play of the ball game.
There was about a couple of years ago where both teams, I think it was against Richmond, may have been
I think it was,
where both teams scored on runbacks.
That's right.
So hopefully we can return the favor, and I would like us to run it back. It would be great if we did that, but maybe we can go one and done.
Okay, here we go.
I'm not sure why it's taking so long.
I'm not sure either why Wildcat were in the huddle quite a while, and now they're finally coming out, and the kicker will be spotting the ball at the 40 and be getting underway here shortly with play about to be resuming. 6-0 in favor of Franklin County.
You know, this may be the smallest Franklin County team I can remember them bringing, not just in numbers wise, but size wise as well.
End over end, and it will be taken by a Spartan at the
he had a little bit of an opening
25-yard line, 26. That's where it's going to be down to around the 25-yard line is where Connors will be beginning. So
looks like they're going to put it on 27, which they started on 28. So almost
right,
identical.
I was going to say it's close to where Franklin County started their first play.
On that replay right there, Fran, just the seam closed up rather quickly. Franklin County saw that and they closed it up. And we could have seen some excitement if that seam would have stayed closed. And let's see what Connorsville does.
Come the Spartans, their first play from scrimmage. Send that wide to the near side. It's Kelly handing off to the boys. They get it to the 30-yard line.
Adam Kelly was the quarterback, freshman, 6'1", 170. This is, this is not something we are not accustomed to seeing a freshman.
That's right.
Quarterback.
He's the son of the head coach, of course.
Yeah.
2nd and 6 for the Spartans at their own 30-yard line. There's a snap. Kelly, I believe, couldn't get rid of the football in time, and he's smothered by that front line of the Wildcats who came right through the Spartans offensive line, and he was down to around the 25, but the officials are going to put it at the 29-yard line.
Yeah, didn't quite see, there was nobody there from the handoff. Obviously there's a miscue as we see the coach coming out there, but obviously it was a miscue right there, and Kelly was, as Connorsville calls, timeout.
Right, they're taking an early timeout on this ball game with 10:32 on the clock. Third down coming up for the Spartans, and if they don't pick up 8 yards right now, they'll have to punt the ball away.
Yeah, we definitely want to pick up 8 yards and more. Don't want to get down so quickly. Again, just the first series, but I tell you what, this Franklin County team, they're going to continue to pound away.
Franklin County won a year ago at Franklin County, 26-0. The Spartans were shut out in that ball game. Okay, timeout's over, and Coach Kelly comes off the field. Spartans will go now with a 3rd and 8.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, when our running game's not going, hopefully our passing game is successful. Oh, that's not.
And the man got clear and up to the 35-yard line. Pick up. It'll be short of the first down.
Yeah, definitely going to go out and punt on this. But again, that was a nice run to get some positive yards.
Yes, it was up to the middle.
And again, we've seen that a couple times last year, Fran. We've seen more, we did well offensively a couple of plays, and then we had those, those offensive line miscues where blocking schemes would not work, and we saw a lot of defensive line really attack us before we even hand the ball off.
There's a punt by DuBois. It will come down at the 33-yard line, bounce, and finally down by the Spartans around the 31. 31-32 is where the ref will spot the ball.
Defensive unit needs to come out and forget that first play and throw it away and just, lock down and, again, the bend don't break mentality and throw away that first series and just
play the defense that they played at Richmond in the second half.
Yeah,
right?
Exactly. That's what we need.
They shut out the Red Devils and now scored them 22-0 in the second half and overtime. Here's a ball flipped to the near side. The guy gets free for a pretty good gain up to about the 40-yard line.
Well, that's a definitely different from Franklin County. I mean, that was kind of, the way that throw was not really, it was kind of like a run, but you don't see them pass the ball that much at all.
Well, it'll be second down coming up in about a yard and a half or so.
We're calling it 2 screen. That long 2 right here, but the way
Ball just over the 40 for Franklin County. Here's the handoff. The guy's got the 1st and 10 as he runs to the 46.
Yeah, I tell you what, the way that their guards pull with it, I mean, it's excellent to watch. I mean, it's a work of art, and this offensive line is, these 3 plays that they've had has just been awesome to watch.
Well, you can see why they stay on the ground a lot.
Oh, yeah.
They have good success on the ground.
Yeah. And again, I don't think this is the biggest team that we've ever seen.
Yeah, I agree.
This
I
may be
agree.
the smallest Franklin County team we've seen. Yeah, that looked good.
It's a pitch out. Around the left side, gets to the midfield, almost to the midfield stripe at 50.
And the Spartans really right there, their defense, I mean, they stuck and watched and didn't get overpowered on that one.
Second and 8 coming up.
Yeah, Connors will definitely wants to stop them here for a long, they need a long 3rd down. You know, that's something that was our Achilles tendon last year, was the fact that, you know, we had a lot of 3rd and longs, and the other teams had, 3rd and shorts.
Yes.
Oh, there's a pass.
Finally, second time that the receiver dropped immediately a loose football, but I believe the official going to signal it was
again, very surprised.
Good defense. Good defense for the Spartans on that.
Yeah, very good defense. Again, very surprised that they're. Boy, it looks like that ref is placing the ball like farther than what the stripe is over there. But
they picked up just a little bit of yards. We're going to keep it at 3rd and 8. Last week at Richmond, the Spartans, I think Richmond tried 25 passes and were successful on 12. So a good pass defense.
Yeah, good pass defense. If they're going to pass again, that's shocking.
Yeah, really it is. They've got a guy open and he's got the football and he heads for the end zone.
Yeah, that again, very surprised that Franklin County now passes the ball. Again, we talked about them running the ball.
Weren't expecting that at all.
Again, that was just, you get behind the safeties, you get behind the guys in the box, and number 20 was wide open. We could have caught that, friend.
I think so.
Yeah, that's unbelievable.
12-0 right now with the Wildcats in control.
Yeah, Tucker had, again, when you're that wide open and the ball's coming your way, you talk about the running back seeing a lane and his eyes getting bigger. Receiver gets her eyes big when it's coming right to you.
Well, we'll try another kick. First one was not good, but this one looks like it will split the uprights here, and it's good for their 13th point of the ball game. Franklin County with 2 touchdowns here in the opening quarter, and with 7:40 left on the clock, they're out in front 13-0 over CHS.
I'll tell you what, and these, again, I'm shocked at how many times they passed that ball. It was 3 times that they passed.
Yes.
And I was very surprised when they went 3rd and 8 after that disastrous 2nd and 8 passing that just didn't, we had good defense, and I'm surprised they came right back with a pass. I figured they would just give it to Warshall and just have him do his thing. But no, they surprised us.
I'm a little surprised too they've gone to the air as much as they have.
Yeah. Wow. If we don't stop them, in some capacity, it's going to be an incredibly long night.
That's right. I mean, the Spartans really have to tighten up their defense and get their offense working here. Ball going to be placed on the 40 for the kick. This is Brandon Grubb, who kicks the ball for the Wildcats.
We definitely need something exciting right now to happen for these faithful.
Spartans will be returning the kick. Pretty good return up to the 36, 37 yard line.
Yeah, he got a lot more yards than I thought he would. I mean,
That's
he was
right.
carrying a few guys, and I think some of his guys were pushing him to get some extra yards. Although I thought he was over the 35, but apparently not. At the 34. Again, we had a couple positive plays last time. It was just that miscue that kind of threw us behind the 8 ball. And again, those are things that we have to correct.
What's the sign of a good team? If you make a mistake, the other team capitalizes on it, and that's what Franklin County's been doing.
That's what they, yeah, and that's what they always do.
Yes.
That's a nice run. That's a Franklin County run. That's a power run right there that we, we're not really known for. But that was a nice power run. Getting 6 yards on that, I believe.
Goes to the 40, so it'll be a 2nd and 3, 4. Spartan need to keep control of the football here for a while, Ron.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Let's wear out this defense. Give our defense some rest. I mean, even though we haven't really been out there that long with that one play score, and then a couple plays right there to score. Mentally we need the rest. That's not good.
Nope, they're lost on that play.
Yeah, and again, it was the first series. We had a good play, and then a loss. We can't have these losses.
Move the ball to the 39-yard line. 3rd and 5 for CHS.
It's almost like Franklin County read that they knew exactly what to do.
Yes.
I mean, and then we know there was no improvisation, and we didn't improv at all to change.
Spartans will try to dent that defense of Franklin County.
That's a nice one.
Here's ball carrier dropped at around the 40-yard line. It was number 32 for CHS.
I don't looks like we're going to be punting.
Yeah, it looks like we have to do it. It was Dalton Du Bois trying to pick up enough yardage, but he was short, and it's 4th and 3, it looks like.
The game is still young. I mean, we can make the adjustments. But again, the way Franklin County, they're so diverse offensively, it's wow.
So second punt coming up.
Offsides.
So the Spartans will be deeper in their own territory. Now the ball's a 36-yard line.
That's the first penalty, surprisingly. Here's another one.
Another flag right. What's this one about?
Wow. If we keep going like this, we're going to kick in the end zone.
This is makes it a little bit tougher for the guy to punt the ball away. That's Du Bois. High,
that's
and it will be coming down out of bounds at around the ref's going to rule it around the 40, I believe.
Yeah, that was out. I mean, actually it's going to be, looks like he's at the 48.
That's right. Yeah, he changed his mind.
Yeah. I mean, you give this offense this type of field, I mean, you're putting yourself way behind.
Well, the Wildcats get the football for the 3rd time. They've been successful on their first 2, so.
Now they've had, 4 plays and 2 touchdowns? That's amazing.
That's not bad.
No, not bad at all. Oh,
the guy getting free, it's like he's breaking a couple of tackles,
I think he may be gone again.
There's going to be a 3rd touchdown coming up as hitting the end zone for the Franklin County team was, guess who?
Yeah.
Marshall.
Again, perfect. Look, watch this blocking right here, friend. Look at that. Number 60 is in there, but again, the blocking, the lane right there. And then you'll see, well, it looks like 75 was pushing in the back, but I mean, just perfect blocking. And then he has a guy right down here, one of his teammates blocking one of our guys. I mean, it's just picture perfect. I mean, again, nice blocking all around from Franklin County. There was a white shirt on a red shirt.
Yeah, you're right. They show you how it's done.
Yeah, I mean, that great camera work right there from our guys to get that beautiful.
Well, they go up 19-0, and
Well, I didn't think he got it.
now make it 20-0.
Wow.
The extra point try is good. So they scored with 11:36 remaining in the first period, with 7:40 left to go in the first quarter, and with 5 minutes and 3 seconds left to go in the first quarter.
Well, we have to find a way to clog up those lanes. We have to, or otherwise, it's it's.
Well, they're playing an impressive game both on the ground and in the air.
Well, exactly, and that was something that we didn't expect.
Yes.
We didn't expect the passing, and I figured after that, what was it, 2nd and 8, I figured after that 2nd and 8, where it just was a disastrous pass play that they would abandon that, but no, they came back. And Tucker, they found Tucker wide open. He was outside the box, and you know, again, who would have thought that? And then they go back to their bread and butter with Orchard. And that was almost similar to the play that he scored on the first time, where it was kind of like an end around. And wow, I mean, yeah, this kid, I think he may already have. He's over 100. What was that? That was 50-something. He's over. He's close to 150.
Oh, I think so.
Yeah,
because the opening
kick, 78.
Right.
Yeah. This is. Yeah.
But he's an impressive player, and I would think some colleges would be looking at that fella.
Yeah. I mean, he's a little small.
Yeah, he's been a stalwart for
Yeah.
Franklin County for years, it seems like.
Oh yeah, it seems like I think he's been here at least 15 years. Or maybe it's just all the kids that have been good.
Martin taken by on the return, and it's going to be spotted. Let's see where the ref decides to place the football. It's going to be inside the 30. About the 27. Let's move to 28. The Spartans will begin this drive. Wildcat defense has kept the Spartans out of Wildcat territory.
Well, you know, we've been 27. I mean, this is our field position, and we haven't been able to really do anything with it. We gave Franklin County just too much field position that night. Well, geez, old Pete, that's a good run. I like that. Again, that's something that, you know, again, you need to have a positive play. Let's bring another positive play behind it. That was nice running right there from
going over the right side. The Spartan ball carrier getting into the 35-yard line. It's a good 8-yard pickup run.
Yeah. And again, we've had these nice pickups. The first 3 plays of each possession that we've had have been nice, and then we've always had that miscue the last 2 times. Let's hope this one gets us a first down.
2nd down and a couple of strike for the Spartans. Here's the play coming up. There's a pitch out to Du Bois. We'll get to the first and 10 marker. First and 10 is evening it.
Yes.
Spotted right at the 40. Enough for 1st and 10. Maybe that's what the new Spartans needed, Ron. That spark to pick up a 1st down. Figure of what we can run against this defense of the Wildcats. So let's do it.
Got to believe. And again, you know, we've been down before last week against Richmond, 16-0. This is obviously a bigger hole and obviously a better football team. But again, there's a fumble right there. Franklin County has it.
Big mistake by the Spartans.
Yep. Yeah, Franklin County's very happy about that.
As they force the Spartans into a costly turnover.
Yeah, that's not good.
40, where they spotted around the 41-yard line. So Franklin County will be going on the offense for the 4th time. Wildcats line up. And just under 4 minutes left to play in the opening period. Here's the pass coming up again.
And they're wide open. And he had to stop.
Man open.
Yeah,
he had to stop and go for the ball. And they come down a couple of Spartans there, but they were unsuccessful in preventing the catch. That was Arshel again, number 25.
Yeah, that was, again, not the strongest of throws, but when you're that wide open and you can turn, stop, and I mean, wow.
The 18-yard line, a 1st and 10 for the Wildcats in Spartan territory. been a rough first quarter for the Spartans.
Oh, it did. A very,
To say the least, huh?
yeah.
There's a pitch out.
Oh, there's another touchdown. Oh,
And
wow.
breaking through and stumbling and finally getting into the end zone.
No,
There's a penalty
they're
marker down
holding.
at the 15-yard line.
Yeah. So that's, let's see if we can pick up the hold right here. Not sure if right there 65 may have been the one who's been called, but again, that's a break for the Spartans right there.
Yes, big break.
As we definitely need to, again, we need to capitalize on some of their mistakes.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I think that's their first mistake of the night, isn't it?
Yeah, that is their first mistake.
At the 26-yard line for the Wildcats at the Connersville 26. It's 1st and 10.
This might make them mad. Add more stats for Orchard.
Rather, it's 1st and 21.
Yeah.
So where they got the 1st and 10 at?
1st and 21. Again, let's capitalize on this mistake.
That's right.
Franklin County.
See what CHS can do. Spartans crowd has been very quiet.
Well, yeah, I mean, you can hear Franklin County from over here. I mean,
That's right.
Of course, they have every reason to. And there's Orchard. That's a beautiful hole. I saw it from here. That was beautiful. I mean, that lane.
He almost picked up the necessary yardage, I think. Let's
Yeah,
see where they finally, as they umpire where it's going to be placed.
Yeah, it looks like he got what, to the 15? Yeah, or 16.
Okay, it's a 2nd down coming up.
Again, beautiful. Look at that lane right there. I mean,
Ah,
untouched.
No, about 2nd and 8. He didn't pick up as much yardage as I thought he did. But to spread their offense this time. Let's see if we've got pass play coming up. Nope. They give it to guess who?
Yeah, that's
number 25. Marshall moves it inside the 10.
There's NFL runners. Emmitt Smith, he has the record for the most yards rushing in NFL history, and of course he had that line from Dallas that was just incredible. And then you got a guy like Barry Sanders who didn't have a line, and he should have broke the record.
Yes.
This guy has an incredible line. I think you and I could run through these lanes. This offensive line, you got to give them all the credit. I mean, they are just overpowering the Spartans and opening up incredible lanes. Oh, it looks like it could be on Franklin County if we didn't.
And another penalty flag, which is thrown by the official on the far side.
Oh, yeah, figures. Yeah.
It's against the Spartans.
Yeah, that's not what we need
No.
right now.
That gives them a first and goal.
I tell you what, this feels like we've already played the first half and we're just in the first
That's
quarter.
right. I mean,
There we go.
well, finally, ball carrier is brought down by a Spartan as he tried to go to the right side.
Again, no lane open up there as the Spartans again use a little bit of speed. Number 73 right there getting in on the tackle.
There's a 2nd down coming up.
Franklin County people over there cheering for whatever reason. They're anticipating a score.
Here's a play.
That's wow, good. That's a surprise move for the quarter, and he got it. See, that confuses me with the red right there being the red and white being 3 or 4 yards past the goal line, but that that was a quarterback sneak. It snuck everybody again.
That
Right?
was Brady Bogan, who's a quarterback who ran the ball in.
Yeah, and he overpowered one of our guys to get in, and I don't know if he got in. The ball did not cross the line.
No, I guess not.
Yeah,
yeah, I thought he was in also.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe show them. Throw out the red card. I don't think he got a cross on that.
No, I think he did run because there's a point after try.
Oh, there is, but I'm just saying on the replay right there, it didn't look like he went across. Yeah,
okay,
yeah. The officials called it, but it looked like on our replay he didn't go through.
That's right. Yeah, 27-0. That touchdown makes the score in favor of the visiting Wildcats here at Spartan Stadium. This season opener for Connersville for the home schedule.
I tell you what, the Spartans, you know, it would be hard at this point not to be kind of deflated, being down 27-0 with still 1:06 to go in the first quarter, especially after the emotional victory where they poured down Richmond and scored 22 unanswered points to force, or 16 unanswered points to force overtime, and then score in their first possession, stop Richmond, and then score. You know, obviously these kids probably waited all week for Franklin County to get back home and play in front of the faithful. But oh man,
right. This is their second road game. They're opening up
Franklin
the
County
season
has
with
not
two
played at
away
home.
games.
Yeah,
Right.
Franklin County has not played at home, so
That's
you can
right.
imagine what it's going to be like on their field next week. You know, if they're back on their field. If I was a coach, I'd keep them on the road.
Yeah. So far they've been successful.
Yeah, they've scored 14 touchdowns in 5 quarters. That's a lot of touchdowns.
Okay, here's Franklin County kickoff. This kick ought to be getting tired, I would think, right?
Or maybe 12 touchdowns. I can't have it. Yeah, he's got to be tired. There's a little bit of a seam right there.
The ball carrier almost getting free, but a pretty good return for the Spartans as the ball was returned by Jared Isaacs.
You know, that was, again, a nice run back, nice block there from 55 on 48 to give a little bit of extra room right there, get about 5-10 more yards on the run.
Picked up some pretty good blocking on that play.
Yeah.
Let's see if that will help the Spartans get into Wildcat territory.
And let's just have a good series right here. We're probably going to hopefully keep the ball into the second quarter, but let's go ahead and just have a nice series right here. That's a nice
play.
Yeah.
Kelly, I think, carried the ball up to the 50-yard line.
Yeah, Kelly right there
And
again.
the keeper.
Yeah, kind of a little misdirection there and saw the hole. So again, he was even touched behind the line again, and he, you know, forced his way through, saw the lane right there, and
Ball almost at the 50. It'll be a 2nd and 3 for Connorsville, we'll call it.
and we've had that happen so many times where as soon as he's gotten the ball, a Franklin County Wildcat is in the backfield.
Man in motion. Here's the play, which no gain on it as the Franklin County line, front line moved in there and dropped the ball carrier.
Probably the last play going into the first quarter.
No, they moved it a little bit. They put it right at the 50. So a 3rd and 2 for Connorsville. They'll keep it at 3rd and 2.
Here we go. That's the quarter right there. That's
we've hit zeros on the clock, ending the first quarter here tonight at Spartan Stadium, and it's been Franklin County all the way as they have scored 4 times in the first 12 minutes.
Yeah,
27 nothing. Franklin County over CHS at the end of the first quarter. That's the score, and we'll take this break here on TV3.
The Hope Center is always looking for new partners. If there is a particular area of the center that touches your heart, that's where you should donate your time, talent, and treasure. $25 sponsors an individual through our Healing Hearts Grief Support Program. $45 sponsors an ultrasound scan for a mother. $90 sponsors 1 week of child care for a single mom. $175 sponsors one woman to go through all programs from pregnancy to birth. $500 sponsors our budget for 1 day. Any gift given could be the catalyst that saves an unborn life. Please call the center at 825-1244 or visit our website at hopecenterconnorsville.com and click on Donate.
First play of the opening quarter. Spartans have the ball. Kelly carries it, gets to about the 47-yard line. I think they got the 1st and 10.
Oh yeah, absolutely. They definitely have. Again, there's a couple plays that we've been doing that, and I'm not sure, you know, how successful it's going to be the rest of the night. I mean, we've been a little bit successful here, but we need to open up.
Ref rules 1st and 10. Spartans in Franklin County territory, first time in it, Ron?
Yeah, that's true. Well, we've had it first time before, but it was in our territory. So you're right. This is uncharted territory for this ball game. And again, hopefully it just
at the 47. If they can hang on to the football and maybe penetrate that defense, the Franklin Counties, they can find the end zone. Let's see. Here's this play. A little bit of a pickup about to the 46-yard line.
You know, we've talked so much in the first half or the first quarter of the ball game how Franklin County's offensive line has just dominated this ball game. They have, but we're not given enough credit to their defensive line. I mean, if you watch every time Kelly gets the ball, he has a defender on him. I mean, it's like they're blasting through our line, and they're doing it very easily.
There's a 2nd and 8 coming up for Connersville.
And that just wears down our line.
Spartans shut out so far in tonight's game.
Nice run.
There's a snap from
There
center.
it is.
Guiding loose on the far sidelines and finally wrestled down around the 25-yard line.
That was a fantastic run there. That was number 12 for the Spartans. That was a fantastic run by Foreman as he, you know, just got the ball, got the lane, and he just blitzed through it.
Yeah. Spartans, a good play, probably. Almost, maybe that's their first best offensive play.
Oh yeah, well definitely. That probably was all of our combined yards on that one right there. Kind of doubled it right there. It was just an absolutely fantastic run there from Foreman.
Spartans at the 25-yard line of Franklin County, 1st and 10.
Well, yeah, there was a little bit of confusion.
It looked like a broken play, and Spartans are going to be thrown for a loss.
Yeah, we definitely, without question, can't. I mean, you talk about miscues, we talk about the obvious miscues, the penalties at the wrong time, the fumbles at the wrong time, the interceptions at the wrong time. But one thing we need to remember that there's miscues on blown assignments like that. You know, when we have loss of yards, it seems like they come at the wrong time.
Well, they spotted the balls at 25, so no loss on the play, but it is.
Oh, I thought that, yeah, it looked like there was a loss.
I thought there was too, but the ref apparently. He's a little bit closer to it than we are.
Yeah, there's a little bit. We're at this angle here. That's a nice pitch out again.
Pitch out comes to the near side. And hugging the sidelines is Connersville 72 and picks up some yardage. They will move the stakes.
Yeah,
like a 1st and 10 coming up here.
Yeah, again, Dalton right there. Nice blocking there from the number 15 for the Spartans. And Dalton just, you know, he right here lays his head down and he, you know, goes right after him. And you know, we get another 1st down, a nice sustained drive right here for the Spartans. One thing I was very impressed was that play that just got us no yards. You know, we came back and got some positive yards.
Spartans right now looking like a different team on offense.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely.
There's the snap, and they tried to go through that middle of Wildcats, but they stopped them.
Yeah, again, that line is very, very impressive. And it seems like when we go out a little bit more wider outside the tackles, it seems like that's when we've had a little bit more success with that Foreman run and Du Bois run right there earlier. So, you know, when we go inside like that, I mean, they're stacking us up.
2nd down coming up for Connersville. Quarterback Kelly came over to the near sidelines to talk to the offensive coordinator, Jason Morris. Got the play, returns to the huddle. Here's the play. Tried to go into the right side of the Franklin County line. Not sure what they going to rule.
Not sure what they got.
He's got the ball
at
about the 8. I think you're right, yeah. But it's 3rd down coming up and 5 yards.
Yeah, I think from this angle, it's hard to say. It looks like we're 3rd and
3rd or 5 and 6, maybe along in there. But here's an important 3rd down, and the Spartans.
You know, I would almost want to go for it. I mean, I don't know what kind of leg we have on our kicker. I'm not sure if it's Du Bois or not, but. You know, right now, let's try to give a shot of confidence and let's go for it. I mean, it's
a 4th and 4, so they picked up a little bit of yardage. Kelly again comes to the near side to get the play.
It looks like he has to run 100 yards to get to the coach. He's winded by the time he gets up there. He's young. He can do it. See, I love this play. I love the call.
They're going to go a 4th and 4.
And that's it.
Du Bois
That's
for the other side.
I like that. Adam Kelly believed in his team. Adam Kelly Sr. believed in his team and gave nice. Again, when we're stretching out the defense, we are more successful. And Du Bois Goes
Yes.
untouched into the end zone for the first score for the Spartans, and he's loving it.
7:32 on the clock. So it took the Spartans a while to.
And that's okay. I mean, that's that.
Yes.
You know, we got the confidence, got some confidence. We were able to get on the board, and that gave our defense some time to rest. You know, again, it was a nice drive there from the Spartans. We had a couple of loss of plays, but we came back with some positive plays, and it looks like we're calling timeout.
Well, if the Spartans defense now can hold, as you say, I mean, we can come back from
absolutely.
That many touchdowns.
Absolutely.
But the defense now has to do their job when the Wildcats have the football.
Well, you know, we've spread out our offense a little bit there, and you know, we were able to wide open, you know, stretch out their defense, and we were successful doing that. So there's been a blueprint that has been set with that offensive series, and you know.
Let's see if the Spartans go for a point after try
looks like
kick
they're
or a
going to.
2-point conversion. They were successful at Richmond on two-point conversions, which is great.
Yeah.
I mean,
well, and that's more likely what we're going to do again.
I would think so, being down, yes, that far.
No, it looks like
they are going to kick the ball. They're going to spot the ball to 10.
Yeah, I was very surprised that the ball's got the tee out there. You know. You know, again,
the boys will kick, and Donovan Foreman will hold.
I'm not sure exactly, you know, the leg the boy has, but he's been.
Let's find out. Did he get it?
Looks like he got it.
Yes. I wasn't sure if it was wide to the right or not.
From our angle,
as you say, from our angle.
Yeah, I was tough. Yeah, I was kind of afraid there for a little bit because it was to the right a little bit. I couldn't quite tell. As the faithful is coming alive. Still down 20, but you know, again, we got a little bit of adrenaline and a nice sustained drive. I was very impressed with the drive of the Spartans right there as we started the waning moments of the first quarter, and you know, we were able to finally get in Franklin County's you know, territory, and you know, again, what I was very impressed with that we had those moments where we lost a few yards, Fran, and we still stuck to the game plan, and again, stretching them out seemed like that was the plays that did it for us. As you had Foreman's, you know, monster run, and then Du Bois' monster run, and then of course the touchdown there from Du Bois where we stretched it out on 4th down, and I was, you know, again, that's a shot in the arm right there. For
that's a good series, and now the Spartans know they can score against Franklin County.
Well,
so.
it also too it shows that Adam Kelly, the senior, has the confidence in his boys on that 4th down, because that could have been a disastrous play if we did not score right there.
Oh, absolutely.
But
4th and 4, yes.
Yeah, but you know, you want to give your boys the opportunity. You want them to score right there. When you're that close, you got to bring home the goods. And
yes,
they did.
Okay, Spartans break and line up. There's the boot. It would be taken at the 15-yard line by Franklin County. That is James Tucker. Brings it up to the 36-yard line from the 37. See where they spade it. Place it down.
Even though we're down 20. You know, the fact that we scored last time, our defense, you know, has got to start feeling good.
So we'll be at the 28-yard line, 38-yard line of Franklin County as they begin this series.
Which, you know, they've scored on from the 28. So I mean, these kids can score anywhere. But again, we got to clamp down right here.
There's the ball handed off, and number 40 carries the ball. Whoever that might be, because he's not on the roster. But
yeah, we don't have a number 40 on our team. Yeah, that you know, again, nice stop there from the Spartans.
Like a 2nd down and about.
Say we have 9. 2nd and 9. Well, actually, it looks like it's 7 or 8.
Yes.
There's
a flag.
Oh, it's on Franklin County.
Against Franklin County. I don't know what
that
problem was. It'll be a 5-yard walk-off.
Yeah, I like that.
Spartans last week at Richmond really pulled Richmond off several times. I mean, like 4 times in a row.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
I mean, and so I don't know what they were doing, but
let's hope that they start
may have
doing
done
it now.
it right there, whatever they did, because it worked against the Wildcats.
You know, the Spartans have been down before this season. Again, in Richmond, 16-0 at halftime. Obviously, not as big of not as big a deficit they're in now. But again, the deficit's a deficit, so they know how to play from behind.
Yeah. Here's a pass coming up, and it will be caught at the Connersville 40-yard line. Finally, the ball carrier is dragged down, but not before he gets to about the 31.
I tell you what, Franklin County's quarterback, Brady, does not have the strongest of arms, and his passes aren't the prettiest. I mean, they're wobbling around a little bit, but boy, he's accurate. He really gets it to his guys, and I mean that's a perfect pass. I mean, that was not bad coverage, not the best, but not bad coverage.
At the 38-yard line is where the ball is going to be spotted. James Tucker again was the receiver.
I tell you what, Tucker's having a huge night tonight.
There's a pitch out to the far side.
That's some
runs
speed right there.
Marshall, and he's caught by a Spartan inside the 30.
That's a horse collar right there. That's one of the two. Horse collar, late hit. I don't know, but it looked like he grabbed him from. Yeah, they're gonna get Du Bois on that.
Oh, costly one against the Spartans. Boy.
Yeah. Yeah, those end of the run where they tack them on at the end of the run, that's just wow.
Yeah.
I mean, that hurts you. That hurts you big time right there.
That can drive coaches crazy.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
They're all going to be a 12-yard line, 13-yard line of Connersville.
I mean, that's just instinct. I mean,
sure.
Du Bois, the guy gets back if you're just grabbing, and unfortunately grab the horse collar. And
Wildcats in control and ahead in this ball game. There's a completed pass about the 12-yard line.
Of all the years that we've done Spartan football against Franklin County, Fran, I'm not sure combined that they've passed this much.
I agree. They usually stay on the ground.
Yeah.
I mean, their passes are few and far between, but not tonight.
Right, and again, like I said, I mean, this guy does not have the strongest of arms. I mean, there was one play to Tucker where Tucker had to stop and almost go back
for the ball. Yes.
Yeah. So I mean, but boy, that kid is accurate. And that right there, in trouble to be able to find his receiver.
Franklin County puts the ball in play deep in Spartan territory. A high snap from center, and mess up on the play.
And it looked like Franklin County got it back.
It'll be at the 15-yard line as they umpire.
That would change the dynamics of the game if we are able to stop them here from scoring, or maybe even force a turnover. Ideally, either or, as long as they don't score.
Third down coming up, loss on the play of a yard or two. Ball resting at the 15 of Connersville.
They still get a first down and not score. I would love for us to be able to stop it.
Another high snap from center. There's a pass which is complete.
That looks like that's a first down.
End zone.
Yeah, that looks like that's a first down. I mean, he got right to the marker right there.
Yes.
Wow, that's
a nice solid bullet pass. I mean,
yeah. I mean, you can't let your guy get in front of you. Like, I mean, not the best at passes, but 43 just went up there and got it. Blake Jewell used all 5'11" of his frame to grab that one.
So first and goal for the Wildcats.
I mean, you can't give that much space, especially when they're knocking on the door like that.
Snap from center.
Yep, that's.
Guy gets 3, runs into the end zone.
That was. I mean, that was a picture. I mean, from here we saw that. We saw that lane wide open. Yeah, that's untouched. Yeah, that's textbook right there. I mean, if you want to watch how your offensive line how to operate, you watch these kids.
Yeah, they'll show you how to do it.
Yeah. All right, let's go ahead and, try to score here with 3:44 to go.
This time we need all middle school
Try a
football
kick.
players report to the scoreboard into the track. Once again, all middle school
on its
football
way.
players report
Yeah,
to
it
the
is
left
good.
end of the track
Yeah,
down by the
Fish
scoreboard.
rule looked
This
good,
time,
so it's a 34-7 ball game right now in favor of the visitors from Franklin County. So they quickly answer the Spartan score.
Yeah, they answered it very, very nicely. I mean, very nicely. That horse collar penalty, we like to have that back.
Oh, gee.
Again, we cannot give them anything. I mean, this team is so good, you can't give them
That's
anything.
right. I agree.
They take advantage every time. And, again, 3:44. We can still score. I would love for us to score before we get to the half. Get a little bit of momentum. We get the ball to come out of the second half. So, let's get our 2-minute offense going right here if we have one and score. We can make this a ball game.
Well, the Wildcats put on 4 touchdowns, or put up in 4 touchdowns in the first period, and here in the second one, they scored one time.
Well, we had that ball so long. We had it almost 5 minutes to start the quarter. And Franklin County had it about 4, almost 4, which is unusual for them.
That's right.
Yeah, I mean, they've scored very, very quickly.
Will be grabbed by Spartans at the 20-yard line.
Wow, that was a good hit.
To the 26-yard line.
And number 31 for the Spartans, he took a shot right there.
Yes.
He came back. Jared Isaacs, he's a senior, 5'8", 150.
Spartans will start at their own 27-yard line.
How many times have we started 27, 28-yard line?
That's really familiar, isn't it?
Yeah, that's very familiar. Again, got plenty of time, 3:38 to get down to hit pay dirt.
Spartans go on the offense. Down on this ball game, and ball carrier is tripped up, and that's number 12 for CHS.
Yeah, that's Foreman right there. I mean, he made a lot of nothing right there. I mean, that was a hard fall, 1 yard?
Right,
Yeah.
yes. He tried to turn the corner and was met by some guys in blue and white.
Yeah, I mean, that's it. When you have that many guys in your backfield, I mean, that just can't happen. Can't happen at all.
Picked up a yard. Second down coming up. No, correction, he lost a yard.
Oh, he did? Oh, okay.
Yeah, I think so. Right.
Right.
Oh, nice run on the far side.
Now.
Boys, it's close to the 40-yard line, and we'll pick up the 1st and 10.
Yeah, nice play. Nice play from the boy right there. Again, we stretch them out.
Right. I mean, we've been trying to go through their center, and
Right,
it's not working.
No, it's not working at all.
No, so we have to try the outside.
Yeah. And again, you saw a lot of red right there that was leading Du Bois right there.
Ball was placed at the 38-yard line. 1st and 10 for Connersville, their own 38. There's a pass by Kelly, which is complete to the near side to Du Bois. He's dropped near the 50-yard line. I think that'll be another 1st and 10.
Yeah.
There's a guy down right now for CHS.
See what happened right there. I didn't know Kelly, left-handed right there. It was a nice play. Number 15's down for the Spartans, Skylar Hentz. Didn't see what happened right there on our replay.
Skylar is one of the seniors on this team right now, and they're assisting. He's getting up. That's a good sign. Walking off the field.
Yeah, he's tough. I think he wanted to stay in. He was sitting there looking. He was jawing with a few people. Said he wants to get back in there.
Ball at the 49-yard line of Connersville.
Yeah, again, let's see if we can see anything. No, not right there. But again, nice pass play there from Kelly.
Yeah, that's to Du Bois.
Yeah, that's our first pass.
Right. Okay, Spartans break from the huddle here with a little over 2 minutes left to play in the first half tonight.
Yeah, again, right
Here
there.
comes the play, and up to the 50-yard line will be a little bit of a pickup for Connersville. Ball carried by Donovan Foreman.
Yeah, I mean, he's taking a beating when he gets
Yes.
in the middle like that. I mean, that's something that we.
About all of our kids are taking a beating.
Yeah, right. Looks like there's a timeout as.
I think Spartans are calling a timeout, trying to regroup here as they have the ball at the 50-yard line.
And we got 1:56 to go. I mean, right at the 50-yard line, 50 yards to go in pay dirt with 1:56 to go. We can still do it again. Spread out the offense.
Spartans trailing here 34-7 as the Wildcats have put on an offensive show here tonight.
Oh,
show you how to do it.
Yeah, they're definitely showing you how to do it. I mean, their offensive line.
Yeah, it's amazing.
You don't get that much credit. I mean, Anthony Munoz for the Cincinnati Bengals. He was an offensive lineman and of course one of the greatest of all time. He got some credit, but generally it's all the quarterback, the running back, the wide receiver. I mean, they get all the credit. But boy, this offensive line is very impressive. But this defensive line, Fran, boy, I tell you what, it's like the steel curtain. You try to go through the middle, we can't. So let's stretch it out.
Ball to 50-yard line where the ball is spotted. 1st and 10 for Connersville. Kelly up close to the center, calling signals. There's a keeper by Adam, gets to the 45-yard line, a pickup of 5.
Brought down near the 46-yard line.
Yeah, nice play there from Adam. Give us a respectable 3rd down.
Tucker on the tackle for the Wildcats. It'll bring up 3rd and 4.
Yeah. On it 3rd and 4.
Spartans break, trying to pick up the necessary yardage here to keep this football, and I don't think they will.
Yeah, you're going to have to go for it. But again, we've not been successful. And there's some flags. There's big fights going on. There's a big rumble. Not liking that at all. Maybe some offsetting penalties.
I'm not sure what's. Not sure what's going to come out of this now. I don't have to see.
Oh, I thought he was. Yeah, he's not happy. The referee right there is not happy at all. As they go over and figure out what's going on.
Separating the players and telling them to go to their sidelines, and now the officials are conferring.
Yeah, I couldn't tell from here what started that scuffle. But that's not something that needs to take place.
We are inside Wildcat territory.
And we may not be after this.
Penalty flag is resting at the 47-yard line of Franklin County.
Yeah, they're picking it up. Here we go.
Yeah, here we go with a call coming up.
Oh, it's going to offset. There we go. Yeah.
Filling the play is unsportsmanlike on the offense.
So east side guilty here.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, that's, couldn't quite tell who started it, but again, that's stuff that just can't happen right there. Again, you're very competitive, and it happens in sports.
Well, I'll give
cooler heads prevail.
Give the refs credit. They
were
controlled it quickly.
Yeah,
I mean, it
they were
didn't get out of hand.
Right. I mean, they were on that quickly.
Ball is at the 45-yard line of Franklin County.
Yeah, we definitely got to get this. Yeah, here we got 4th down, and I mean this.
There's a snap from center, and the defense of Franklin County holds.
Yeah, they read that.
Yes, they knew what was coming.
Yeah, they read that very well. They stopped it again. Just not enough lane right there for Kelly to go. I mean, it even fooled our cameraman right there, but it did not fool the Spartans or the Wildcats, as Kelly had no room to run at all.
Ball at the 45-yard line of Franklin County. 1st and 10 for the Wildcats. Just a minute left to play in the first half tonight.
I think they're going to try to score. I mean, after that little scuffle, they may want to try to score.
I'm anxious to see if they go to the air or not, because
they've been successful everywhere.
That's right. It doesn't make a whole lot of difference, I guess, whether they run the ball.
Oh, there's another.
Pass.
I'm not sure what that is.
Yeah, that's another encroachment of some kind, or another 5-yard mark off. Down to the 40-yard line now. Let's see if this makes a difference, Ron.
Yeah, it may just make them mad. Here we go.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, I didn't hear the.
Only a 5-yard penalty against the offense.
Shotgun this time, and the quarterback being chased, and finally throws the ball over the head of an intended receiver on the far side.
Yeah,
so
he had an arm there.
Pretty good defense by Connersville, though.
Yeah.
I mean, we had a defender on that quarterback right now.
Yeah, it was number 10 there for the Spartans. That was James Hensley. He's a senior, 6'2", 175. He got in there very quickly.
Right,
but,
he got through the line of Franklin County, was really caused the quarterback to throw the ball out of bounds on the
That was
far
the hardest throw that Brady threw. He was throwing it to get some safety right there.
He was running for his life.
Yeah, running for his life. I'm just going to throw it. There you go.
Here's 2nd down coming up. He'll try again, and this time he's successful, but it's not going to be a big pickup on the far sidelines around the 45-yard line of the 44. Let's see where it's placed down.
Yeah, I thought they were going to. And there for a moment, it kind of looked like he was shaking our defender off. I was hoping,
3rd and long for the Wildcats.
Yeah, 3rd and very long for the Wildcats.
About 3rd and 11, looks like. So.
Yes, I don't know who called timeout. I didn't see who signaled for the timeout, but again, we need to stop them here, and still got some time. We just try to go for the end zone no matter what. We get the ball coming out of the second half, so to start the second half, so
3/4 of a minute remaining in this first half of tonight's game.
It would be kind of wild if this would be the first time that we stop them all night long. Give our defense some momentum going.
It would be.
Half.
I mean. Looking here at the score thing, 4 touchdowns first quarter, 1 touchdown second quarter, but they still have time.
Right, yeah, they still have time.
44 seconds to those guys, probably.
They can score twice.
I agree.
They can score twice on that.
Here they break from the huddle around their coach, Kennedy, and they have the play, and let's see what they do. They're going to bring some guys to the near side, wide to the near side. Quarterbacks in a, nope, not a shotgun. Here's a pass that will be knocked away by the Spartans, absolutely, and intercepted. Nice play.
Yeah, that's a good job.
Jared Isaacs.
We have 38.7 to go.
Yeah, he got in front of the intended receiver and grabbed that football.
Yeah, that's again, could come at a better time right now is to stop them because Franklin County was going to. They wanted to score. They weren't happy with that little scuffle that they had. But I tell you what, we have again 38 seconds. If there is a 38-second play, we need to call it.
Ball at the 35-yard line of Connersville. Snap. Handoff, and the ball carrier goes over the left side, and Donovan Foreman picks up 4 or 5 yards.
And I think we are out of timeouts. I don't know if this
picks up about 3, and we're down to seconds here remaining.
Let's see what kind of arm Kelly has right here.
Right, one more play coming up, and that's going to be about it. Here's a snap. Handoff, nope. Once again, it goes to Foreman, and he penetrates the line a little bit, but he's short of the 1st and 10. And we reached halftime here tonight of this ball game, the first home game of the season for CHS, but now they find themselves trailing 34-7 at halftime. Franklin County scored 11:36 to go, and in the opening 12 minutes of play, so 24 seconds, Ron, it took them to score.
And that was an impressive. We were talking about Horschel before the games, running for 290 yards against Franklin County, and I think, or against Newcastle last week. I think he wanted to try to get that on the first play.
Yes.
I mean, 78 yards, and he was there.
11:36, they went into the end zone. The extra point try was missed. With 7:40, the Wildcats scored their second touchdown. And again, the extra point try was good, was missed rather. At 5:03, they scored for the third time. And with 1 minute and 6 seconds, they scored for the fourth time in the opening period and led 27-0 at the end of the first quarter. In the second, Connersville scored to make it 24-7 with 7 minutes and 32 seconds left to play in the first half, and then Franklin County came back with 3 minutes and 44 seconds remaining for another touchdown and went up by a 34-7 score, and that's where we are here at halftime. Franklin County ahead of Connersville in this high school football game from Spartan Stadium. Well, it's halftime, and we'll take a break here on TV3. And when play resumes for the second half, we'll be back. Thanks for joining us here on TV3, everybody. Okay, we're ready to start the second half here tonight. Ron, the Spartans are down quite a bit, and they have not defeated a Franklin County football team since 2009, and that score was 20-19 in favor of the Spartans. It's been a long dry spell for Connersville.
Yeah, are you talking about here on this field?
Yes.
Yeah, it's been too long of a time since we beat them.
Yes.
And again, I remember that game. It was a hard-fought tooth-and-nail game, and I think it was, 4 or 5 years ago, we went to their house and won. But, this, I tell you what, this is an impressive Franklin County team because we've not seen the passing game as efficient as they had that pickoff at the end of the first quarter.
Well, I agree.
Or first half, but otherwise it's been all-around domination from Franklin County on both sides of the ball.
Will kick off to the Spartans as we begin the second half of play.
There's their ball.
And there is a ball bouncing off of Spartan, and Franklin County says they've recovered at the 35-yard line.
No, the refs haven't said anything, so it looks like it's going to be the Spartans.
No,
it's Franklin County.
I think it is.
Yeah.
Franklin County boy fell on the ball after it bounced off a Connersville receiver.
Well, I didn't think they rolled. Well, apparently they have. I haven't seen them. Yeah, I haven't seen the referees say anything. They haven't.
Well, the line people, though, are.
Yeah, Franklin County's got the ball, but I didn't see them signal.
No, I didn't either, but.
Yeah, again, that was one of those kicks that you kind of want to laugh at. Ha, 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 that was a terrible kick, but it proved to be a great kick.
That's right. It could have been a break for the Spartans.
Yeah, but not. It turned into a break for the Wildcats.
That's right.
And what if
that have been the story of the game, Ron?
Oh, yeah.
That's wow. Show. I thought he was stopped a couple of times.
I thought he was stopped a couple of times, too, but he's in. That's unbeatable.
To open up as he did the ball game, he opens up the second half with a score.
Yeah, and that was impressive. That was very, very impressive right there, Fran. Again, as you say, it looked like he was stopped a few times there. But
I thought he was.
Wow, but he was not stopped at all.
No.
And wow, this is
incredible speed that kid has.
Incredible speed, incredible power there to bust a couple of tackles like that. And one thing I would want him to do if I were his coach would be to switch the ball into his left hand when he's running down the left side, just in case if he's knocked down, it would go outside or out of bounds. So if you want to find a critique, that would be it. But other than that, keep doing what you're doing because nobody's really touching him.
No.
That's simply unbelievable. Again, you said it, I don't know how many times that first half. You give a good team a break, and they're going to take it. They're going to make it pay.
That's right. It'll be a point after try kick here by Franklin County, which would, right now they're ahead 40-7.
I'm not sure what's happening now.
I'm not sure either. There's a delay of some kind in the ball game. Here comes one of the officials over to the sidelines, the near sidelines of Connersville is.
Well, I don't see any flag or anything.
No. Know what the case may be.
I think they're going to change the clock. I think that's what it is.
Okay.
I'm not sure exactly what
Oh,
they're.
they're
Yeah, they
putting it-
changed the
took
clock to
10
11
seconds
yeah,
off the clock. To
11:33.
Yes. Here's a point after try by the Wildcats, and
Wow,
it
that's-
is perfect, looks like.
That kid kicks a line drive. He kicks one to the moon. I think that actually bounced off the moon. That was a high kick.
Puts the score at 41-7.
41-7, Fran. This is an impressive team.
Absolutely, it's going to take by the defense to railroad this team. I mean, they're a powerhouse as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah, we're witnessing, an all-around team right there.
It seems like they do everything right, so
Yeah.
getting ready to kick off again to the Spartans.
Yeah, that guy, he gets.
Like I say, he should be getting tired, I would think.
Right, yeah. Not only getting tired, his leg.
What's this with the clock thing? I mean,
Yeah, 11:43.
now they want it put back to where it was, I believe. Getting ready for the kickoff.
Yeah, I'm not sure what they did. With the clock,
I don't
guess.
know what the clock. It was at 11:43.
Yeah, now, did he put it back to 11:43?
No, not yet. It's still
Ours says
11:33.
11:43. Theirs says 11:33.
So nobody in the press box seems to be
Knowing what's going
doing
on.
anything about the clock, but the officials are standing there
Waiting for the clock. The guys in
Right.
the booth here are not sure exactly what's going on.
Mm-hmm.
11:43, so we had it right.
A lot of confusion here in this
Yeah.
ball game.
Yeah, they're going to 11:43. Our guys we had it right. Just watch the camera.
Now
Watch
it's
the
on.
TV,
Now
yeah.
it shows 11:43 on the field clock here. So here's Franklin County kicking off. This one is end over end. Let's see what happens here as the Spartans grab the ball at the 20-yard line. Set up here at the 34, the 35-yard line. Pretty good return.
Yeah, nice return for the Spartans right there. We need something to get us sparked as we're down 34 early in this second half.
Yes.
As you mentioned, Franklin County scored on their very first play here after the fumble on the kickoff, just like they scored on their first play of this ball game.
Nice return by the Spartans.
Not too bad of field position. Yeah, that's.
There's another broken play as the defense of Franklin County's on the Connersville ball carrier right now.
I mean, I don't know if we should maybe go to a shotgun to give, Kelly a little bit of time. I mean, because as soon as he's getting the ball, he's getting touched.
They've
and
lost.
You just can't have that.
Lost 3 or 4 yards on that play. So a second down and about 13 for CHS. Tight formation this time, one of the few times with the Spartans, and it's a big pileup as they tried to center that Wildcat line, but as usual, it stops the ball carrier.
Closes up very quickly.
Yes.
Ball on the tackle for the Wildcats. So we're going to
Third down and 11 coming up for the Spartans.
Can't be successful when you have these, this long of third downs.
Yes.
We've had them all
Yes.
night. It's a fumble. That's a fumble.
There's a flag that is thrown.
And looks like Franklin County has it again.
Yeah, they're signaling that they have it. Let's see what the refs rule.
Well, they didn't signal the last time, so I guess, there we go.
Yeah,
There's
they
the
are signaling now that it's Franklin County ball.
Now you're seeing the boys come off the field dejected.
Yes.
And when that happens, it's wow.
So Franklin County will have the ball at the Connersville 34-yard line.
The boys aren't happy.
1st and 10 for the Wildcats. Up in this ball game, 41-7 in the opening minutes of the second half. It's a shotgun, and it is a pass that is caught. Another touchdown by Franklin County.
Yeah, that wasn't the best of throws. I mean, that was a Chris Collinsworth in the '82 Super Bowl, over his shoulder catch right there for that Franklin County receiver.
He gets behind,
beautiful,
past the Spartan intended defender and grabs the football and keeps running into the end zone.
I tell you what, who would have thought that their receiver would have 2 or 3 touchdowns? And I mean, Tucker, that was a beautiful
it was
catch from him over his shoulder.
Another kick coming up. Snap from center.
3 times Franklin County has scored one. It took one play to score. 3 times tonight. That is, I can't remember the last time that's happened more than twice in a ball game.
10 minutes and 13 seconds left to play in the third period of play, and it's a 48-7 score.
Yeah, this is it starts turning into is there a mercy?
Yeah.
I mean, is there,
what is it in baseball? 10
rolls after 10 after 5.
Right.
Yeah. 15 after 4, 10 after 5.
If the one team has a big lead, why they call the game.
Well, I know, and I think it's the middle school leagues that if a team's up by a certain amount, they just let the clock continue to run.
Do they?
Yeah,
okay.
I think so. Not 100% sure, but again, in high school, you play all 36 minutes.
Yeah.
Or 48 minutes.
48, right. Again, we're lining up for Franklin County kickoff to Connersville.
Yeah, they scored 8 touchdowns last time, and and now they've got 9.
We haven't played.
I mean, sorry, 7 today.
We haven't played 2 minutes yet of this third period.
No, they've already scored twice. Franklin County is. I don't understand why it's taking so long in between to kick off.
I don't either. There's a long pause in there.
Yeah.
There it goes, and it will be taken by Spartan, who comes to the near side and caught by a leg and dropped. The return by the Spartans, Skylar Hentz.
Yeah, Skylar was hoping that he can break free there, but he had a lot of Wildcats around him. He wouldn't have got very far if he did. Last 2 times the Spartans, they have 2 fumbles so far this. Or no, 3. Is it 3? 2 or 3 so far. I know they fumbled the kickoff.
Right, 2 this second half so far.
Counting the kickoff, or would that be 3?
That's right.
Yeah, because they fumbled the first 2 possessions.
Yes.
And Franklin County has scored.
Right. Ball put in play at the 25 of.
Or no, that was
25.
It is 2. It's only 2. Yeah. This is the second time we've got the ball.
Yes.
Yeah. Again, domination at the line. Domination at the line, and the line on both sides of the ball doesn't get that much credit. But tonight, you got to give the defensive line.
That's right.
Just as much credit as that offensive line. Yeah, they gave up that touchdown, but they pretty much have just thoroughly dominated the Spartans.
Second down coming up, and the Spartans lost a little bit on it, but we'll keep it a 2nd and 10 for CHS.
But we really haven't shaken up the offense, and we've only had 1 pass play, and that's generally what we do, right?
Yes.
Cards. We haven't really seen. I mean, we were successful when we spread it out the offense or their defense when we when we've gone, around, but we just haven't done that with regularity.
Spartans picked up about 3 or 4, so we'll call it a 3rd and 6 coming up for Connersville.
It's like, we've done those, wide plays when we need it, like now. And Franklin County has read it. I mean, it's another 3rd and long.
We've just struggled all night long trying to get out of our own territory.
Yeah. I mean,
that one time with scoring, but other than that, it's been played mostly at Connersville's end of the football field.
Well, we backed ourselves against the wall. We backed ourselves in the corner with some, especially in that first half, some costly penalties and some plays that just broke down. Like, I mean, this whole series was a series of breaks down. We only got a couple yards.
4th down coming up for the Spartans. 4th and 8. Back to punt. Du Bois gets it off. Pretty good punt. It'll come down around the 40-yard line. Ball carrier cuts across. He may head for the end zone. Maybe one Spartan has a chance to stop him, and I don't think he will.
No. This is almost like turning into Madden.
Yes.
Yeah, and one of our guys is down. Can't see who he is over there, but we got one guy down.
I think the ball carrier, when you go out of bounds, as he was.
There's a Franklin County guy checking on one of our ball players, seeing if he's in some pain. Not sure what happened, but again, nice run, nice zigging and zagging.
Yes, it was right
Remind
through
me
our
of
defense.
Your youth, Fran. I've seen film.
Sure you have. That's number 20, the ball carrier, and he's done a pretty good time tonight. James Tucker, we mentioned him several times.
Yeah, let's see what happened to one of our boys right there. Yeah, not quite sure.
The ball is inside the 10, 8 or 9 yard line is where they're going to place it down.
Couldn't quite see exactly what happened. Looks like maybe a lower leg injury right there. Couldn't quite see.
He's sort of favoring his right leg, isn't he?
Yeah. And you don't want to have that. Number 38 for the Spartans. Dallas Langley, he's a sophomore, 6'2".
Now he's going to be helped off the field, so hopefully it's not too serious.
Yeah. Maybe a rolled ankle. Again, couldn't quite see on the replay there. A lot of bodies,
Yes.
Trying to bring down Tucker, who, again, that guy's got some speed, and we've seen it tonight. We've seen him with his catches. I mean, that guy, you just throw it up to him, he'll somehow catch it. He's not the biggest guy, but, again, that quarterback is, again, not the most beautiful, not that perfect spiral, but he knows how to get it to his team. And you see some of the faithful tonight. Not a good night for the home team, but the faithful coming out still supporting the team. They're having a good time. It's always a fun time here at this atmosphere here at Spartan Field.
It's going to be inside the 10, so it's 1st and goal for Franklin County.
See, again, I'm not sure exactly what's taking so long.
I don't know either. A lot of delay between plays.
Yeah, way too many. Okay, here we go. I thought he was getting ready to call something. Oh, they're going for 2. Yeah, that's.
Ball is carried to.
He didn't get it.
Not
I
quite.
guess he did score. I thought he had scored last time. My apologies.
No, he didn't score.
Yeah, he did not score. That's
no,
right.
he was. And they were inside the 10.
Inside the 10, yeah.
So it's 2nd and goal coming up. It looks to be around the 3 yard line.
From here, it looks like it is on the 3. I think we got it on. Yeah, it looks like they have it on the 2. So
okay. Here come the Wildcats. Shotgun. Hand off.
Yeah, it's.
Spartans defense held, I think.
Yeah, they did hold right there. That's nice. So now we're at 3rd down. It'd be nice if we can stop them right here and get the ball back.
Yes. Play coming in from the far sidelines for the Wildcats.
definitely doing all they can to prevent the Wildcats from scoring their 8th touchdown of the night.
Yeah, that would match their output at Newcastle last week.
And that's touchdown.
He got in.
Yep. You know, again, those runs right there, that's what we have come to custom, Fran, of seeing Franklin County. You just pounding it inside. You know, what we've seen today is an impressive display of offense diversity, and that's what we don't seem to have as Franklin County. They beat you through the air, they'll beat you, up the middle, they'll beat you wide, they'll just beat you.
That's their 54th point here in this ball game. Comes with 6.5 minutes to go in the third period. Here's the point after try. This one is missed, I believe.
Yeah. No,
the refs ruled that it
that's
split the uprights. I thought that went way wide.
I looked like I was going to hit the game clock.
Yeah, the 25-second clock, right? But
Du Bois, I tell you, he's trying his hardest to get a block. That guy has come closer and closer as we see number 73 coming in. He's kind of limping a little bit for this part.
That puts the score run to 55-7, so that eclipsed their 54 that they scored last week.
Yeah, and I was talking to, I have some friends down in Franklin County, and one concern that they had was that they gave up so many points against Newcastle. 34 points. That's 5 touchdowns that they gave to Franklin County or to Newcastle, and their concern was that hey, Connersville beat Richmond on the road. That carries some weight.
Oh, absolutely, sure.
So they were kind of concerned, like, hey, our defense is not doing so well, and with the way that the Spartans wore down Richmond. Typically, Richmond's always been a bigger team.
Yes.
Physically size and also numbers wise. They were kind of concerned, but wow, I would have never guessed this score.
No, I wouldn't either. With the defense that the Spartans played last week, I'm really surprised that we have a score like we have right now.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, it started from the opening play from Franklin County.
Here's the kick by Franklin County, taken by Spartan at the 25-yard line, 30, 33, 34-yard line. Let's see who carried as the umpire run.
If it's Foreman or quite tell who ran.
Not sure either if it was Foreman or Du Bois.
Yeah, looks like it was Foreman.
Okay, ball
spot. Wait a minute, no, it was Henry.
Oh, okay.
Or Hentz, Skylar Hentz.
Ball spotted at the 35-yard line. That's their own 35 is where the Spartans put it in play.
Still like to see us score. I'm not sure what play that was. I
don't know either, but it.
Again, those delayed, handoffs like that. I mean, that just the longer that Kelly holds the ball, the shorter of a time that he has to do something. Because I mean, he is touched almost every time he touches the ball. I mean, he's touched by a defender. I mean, they're getting in that backfield like right now.
Picked up a yard, so it's 2nd and 9 for Connersville.
I mean, it's almost like they're faster than the speed of light. I mean, they're getting back there quickly.
Greensburg will be at Spartan Field next Friday night for the Spartans' second home game. Here's another play that doesn't go anywhere.
Yeah, it just seems like we're seeing the same plays over and over again. And I'm sure they practice different plays. And at this point, 55-7, let's open up the playbook a little bit. Let's use this as an opportunity to have in-game, real-time practice, I guess. And just, throw caution to the wind and try stuff. I mean, nobody expects us to come back and score 48 points.
That's right.
With this late in the ball game. So let's just try something different and see what works.
Here's a 3rd and 9 play. We'll pick up maybe a couple, but a 4th down and long coming up. So another punting situation from Connersville.
Yeah, definitely another punting situation.
Yes. How often have we said that tonight?
Yeah, very. I mean, you talk about the kicker from Franklin County.
Well, that's true, too.
He's got some. If he had $1 for every time he punted, it would be illegal. So.
4:33 on the clock in the third period. Franklin County is about to get the football
Ken?
and I'm not sure for what time. I mean, I've lost.
Well, they've scored 8 touchdowns, and we've stopped them once with that
okay,
interception. So,
that's right.
maybe the 10th time, I think.
Here's the ball carrier, was in trouble for a minute, but he shakes loose of the defenders and picks up about 15 yards on the return.
I was about ready to say one thing they haven't done is ran one back.
Don't give them any ideas, right?
Yeah, I know. I don't want to give them any ideas. I mean, I'm ready for the JV team to come out. But again, this is an opportunity. Again, nobody's expecting this to
I think that's a good point. Yes.
Let's try stuff. Let's get him let's get Kelly in a shotgun. Let's protect him a little bit. Let's get him. You see his arm. If he throws an interception, come on, we're not expecting him to get 58 points right now.
He completed 4 of 4 passes in the Richmond game.
Yeah,
so
how much?
4 of 4.
Oh, see, yeah. So he's 1 for 1 today.
Franklin County at their own 45 puts the ball in play, and no gain on the play. In fact, it may be a loss. We're not sure what the forward motion will be until the refs place the ball down.
Yeah, it looks like they are giving it a loss.
Yeah, maybe about a 5-yard. No,
1.
Yeah, 1 yard
yeah,
loss.
You were hoping.
Right. Yeah.
At this point,
wishful thinking.
Yeah, right. At this point, a yard is 5 yards. I mean, it might be 100 yards. Who knows with Horschel? Yeah.
Second down for the Wildcats. 11 yards to go for 1st and 10. 3.5 to go in the 3rd period. And they're up by a big score.
Yeah, that's and they're eating the clock too.
Yeah. They go up to the middle and across the 45-yard line, about the 46. They're on 46. So third down coming up, and it's like a 3rd and 8 or 3rd and 9 coming up. 3rd and 8, we'll call it.
Right on the snap for the Spartans, and we got 3rd and 8.
Yeah, it looks like they're just playing pretty conservative. They were eating a lot of clock. It went down to 2 seconds the last time. Find out they got 17 on the 25-second clock now. I don't know if they'll take all that time. No, now they're passing.
There's a shotgun this time to the quarterback. Fires a pass. Again, it's complete. And I don't know. And the ball he receives the ball and gets away from the Spartan that was right next to him.
Yeah, well, he just pushed him. He thought that maybe he'd have him off balance a little bit. And again, that was a nice catch. That wasn't the best of throws. And watch number 5 here. He just pushed it, thinking he's going to fall down. And, well, he didn't.
That's Austin. Austin Bramer caught the ball for the Wildcats, and
Bramer was like, "Thanks for the push."
Yes, you helped a lot.
Yeah, you got to wrap them up every time. You don't push somebody, you wrap them up.
1st and 10 for the Wildcats, deep in Connersville territory, around the 15.
I mean, he would have had the 1st down anyways. And again, that's smart play from Franklin County. You go to the sticks, and there's a fumble.
Did I see a penalty flag flying? I'm not sure.
I saw where they threw the fumble.
Oh, okay.
Correction fumble on the play covered by the Wildcats.
Yeah, again, Franklin County, they have all the confidence in the world with their offense.
Oh, yes.
I mean, they're just, on that 3rd and what we call it 3rd and 8, and having that. And again, Brady was under pressure a little bit and was able to stay calm and find his receiver, who made a great catch.
Here's a 2nd and 10 coming up with no gain on the play. There's a high snap from center, but it doesn't bother the quarterback. He just reaches up and grabs it, hands off, and I don't think it's any gain on this play. The Spartans defenders, I think, stopped the ball carrier.
Yeah, and we have, I know I can't count on one hand how many times we got them for a loss. It can't be more than 5. Actually, it looks like they gave him a yard because it was. Who knows?
It's 3rd down, and we'll call it 3rd and 10 for Franklin County. They're in Connersville territory at the 15. There's a snap. There'll be a pass. Nope, never gets it off. Connersville's got about 4 defenders in there, and dropped the quarterback before he could get rid of the pass.
Yeah, that was a rare opportunity there.
Right.
Rare positive play for the Spartan defense right there. getting in that backfield, usually the quarterback, he's able to, get the throw off. And
right, yeah, because his front line has really protected him well, haven't they? I mean, very few times that the Spartans get to him.
They might as well go for it right at this end. They're going to kick a field goal. I'm not going to punt it. So another
waiting for a pass, and it's caught.
They
get the first down, but still got a lot of yards on that.
Absolutely.
And again, that right there was the defensive line for the Spartans getting in and really going after Brady right there, and he had to just toss it up there, and again, their receivers know how to go up and get the ball.
Right there, I mean, their receivers, I'm really impressed with those kids.
I mean, I bet you, again, all the Franklin County games that we've done, Fran, I don't think, combined they have thrown the ball this much.
No, I agree. They're usually on the ground all the time. I can think of one incomplete, but that's about it.
Yeah, I think so. Well, we got the interception.
Okay.
Well, there was an incomplete. The incomplete and then the interception. So,
yes.
Yeah.
That's the end of the third period as they are changing directions here at the end of 3, 55-7. Favor of the visiting Franklin County Wildcats to Spartan Stadium. 55-7 after 3. We'll stop here on TP3 and be back with fourth period right after this.
Bigfoot or
play basketball.
boy foul.
Quarter number 4 about to begin here in this season opener for the Spartans.
And not a good season opener.
Well, no, it isn't. You're right.
One of those games.
Spartans take over deep in their own territory.
Let's give us something. Yeah, not sure. They're taking forever again. Not sure.
I don't know what the standing around is all about. I have no clue.
No, I mean, it's this crew. I
don't know what this is, but
now
the Spartans are lining up, ready to go. Now they suddenly straighten up, and
I'm not sure what he's saying.
I don't know what he's saying either.
Yeah, it's you just. Well, now they got 4 minutes on the clock.
Well, yeah, that doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, that's a nice.
Here's a nice run.
Tagging.
Nice return by the Spartans up to the 36-yard line.
Just a little bit. Might as well.
First down for the Spartans.
Yeah, again, nice playing right there from
Dalton DuBois.
Right there. Again, let's open it up a little bit and give us opportunities like that. Now we'll. I have no idea.
Now is at the end of the third.
Now we are at the end of the quarter.
Is that the end of the third quarter? Apparently they're
I have
changing.
No idea.
I don't.
I'm looking at the boys over here. They have no idea what's going on. I thought we were at the end of the fourth quarter.
I thought so too, because
apparently we're doing it again. We're at the end of the fourth quarter. We don't know. I'm looking over here. Apparently we're at the end of the fourth quarter.
Apparently we're starting the fourth period. We're starting the fourth period.
Yeah, are we
if we were at the end of the fourth quarter, we would be.
Well, that's right. It would be over. Okay, I'm confusing myself.
It's easy to get with a game like this.
Yeah, I don't know if it's Cooley on the game clock, but he's pulling his hair out.
The clock shows 12 minutes. The ball will be at the 37-yard line of Connorsville, who trails 55-7.
Okay, here we go. We're starting the fourth quarter. We'll get there.
I don't know what that other was.
I don't know what it was either.
I don't either. I don't know what that was.
Yeah, we're confusing our guys in the truck, the guys up here in the booth.
It's 1st and 10 for the Spartans. Here we go. Let's see what this fourth quarter
But now
shows.
I don't know
No,
what
here
happened
we're
there.
straightening up again.
Yeah, here we go. No, it's on Franklin County, so that's good.
Penalty on celebration punch, and on the defense, it is 5
1,
yards.
2,
Penalty.
3, 4, 5.
Give us a couple more, you know.
Yeah.
We'll
So
take
that'll
anything
be-
we can get.
Yeah, it'll be 1st and 5 now for CHS. Well, we'll see what happens here. Here's the snap.
Yeah, you got,
That's
you know, almost
it.
that first down.
45-yard line, a little bit short. It
Foreman, the
looks
ball carrier. He brought down
just
near the
less than a yard short, I think, Ron, or maybe about a yard.
Yeah, it looks like it's about a yard, but if you look at the replay right there, I mean, no lane to run, and to be able to get, you know, the 3 hard-fought yards right there is a testament to the will of that guy.
2nd down coming up for Connersville. Snap from center.
Oh, that's nice. Nice.
Foreman, the
Nice
ball
run up to
carrier.
the middle. Number 12 with the football hits to the far sidelines and hits the
The
ball
across the 20, be brought
the
down near
25,
the
maybe
17.
inside the 25-yard line of
Very nice run.
Wildcats. Yes.
I mean, again, that's just lightning speed right there from Foreman, and you know he gets a you know, zigs right there and gets a little bit of rope, and he sees a lot of green right there. And watch him shift the ball to his left, Fran, as he gets close to the sideline right there.
Yes.
He shifts it left. That's what you want to do. Again, that's textbook. If the ball's knocked out, it's going to go out of bounds and would stay your ball. So good fundamental run right there from Foreman.
It'll be inside the 20 when the Spartans go to work here on a 1st and 10. Getting deep into Wildcat territory.
Nice run there from
Foreman, the ball
Play up to the
carrier.
middle.
Inside the
And
5-yard line. That's enough for
another
Spartans.
1st and 10 for the Spartans. See how they place it. Maybe 1st and goal.
oh, definitely 1st and goal right now.
Now, slide his foot on the 2, 3-yard line.
Looks like maybe on the 2. Yeah, I think we have it on. Yeah, we have it on the 2.
Okay, the Spartans threatening to score here for the 2nd time tonight. Let's see if they can push it in. Here's the play
Looks
coming
like we
up.
got it, yeah. That's Foreman.
Number 12 carries the football into the end zone for the Spartans.
Nice right there from Foreman. You know, just waits a little bit and goes on in, and we're on the board for the 2nd time.
Coming with just a little over 10 minutes remaining in the ball game. Spartans are able to get their 13th point. Now they'll go for their 14th here.
Oh, that's blocked. And one of our, I think that's the boy down.
But they will not.
They're bringing him up. Oh, I thought he was going to stay down. Oh no, he's not. Oh no, he's limping. That's not good to see that.
No, they will not get. The extra point try is missed by the Spartans, so the score stays at 55-13 with 10:06 on the clock remaining.
Yeah, it's not good. The boy is being limping off. It looks like he's trying to shake it off. The boy's not happy at all.
Spartans getting ready to kick off now to the Wildcats.
And I don't think it's going to be the boy. He's still limping.
Right, I'm not sure who they'll send in to do the kicking for seniors.
I tell you what, the girls or the cheerleaders, they do one push-up for every touchdown. If the Franklin County girls do that, they must have some python. I mean, they must have Hulk Hogan arms. 55, 54 last week, 55 this week. These girls.
No, Du Bois is out there, number 32, Ron. He's going to do it.
Guy.
Yeah, he is. Been a great player for the Spartans.
Yeah.
Over the years of football.
Yes, he has. He's done it all. Kick, run.
Yes.
Seen him throw a pass or two.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah, you know he's not going to miss this opportunity to kick.
A little over 10 minutes to play in the ball game. Here is the boot. That's a good
Nice
one.
boot.
Backs up the receiver.
And that's an
And it goes into the end zone. And see what the officials rule. Touchback. That ball was headed for the Franklin County boy.
Yeah, I was hoping he would try to come out. But
Yeah.
They'll take it on the 20.
Joe Fields was the boy that let the ball get away from him and roll into the end zone. So the ball brought out to the 20-yard line.
Yeah, Franklin County probably going to get some of the second, third string.
Yes.
Some action, and why not?
Sure.
Don't want to risk injury as they come to their first home game next week. You know, you want all their starters to be fresh. Looks like they get another guy under center. Looks like that's Brandon Wilson. He's also a freshman.
Yeah, we'll see how they respond. Spartans gang up on the ball carrier.
Yeah, there's an opportunity for the Spartans to get some of their young guns in there as well.
Just a little bit of a gain on the play, but we'll still keep it at 2nd and 10.
You know, Spartans a young team, not many seniors on the team, just a handful, but
yes,
you know, a very young team. You know, have so many freshmen on the team. I don't think we've seen that many freshmen on this team since. Of course, some of them could be, you know, on the JV as well, but you know, they're on the roster.
Yes. Here's the play by Franklin County. Guy getting loose and dropped at, pushed back almost to the line of scrimmage. So there may be, now they're going to give him about 3 yards. So we'll make it a 3rd and 7 coming up for the Franklin County team. 3rd and 6, 3rd and 7.
Again, that's rare that we've had them, you know, at a 3rd and 6 or longer.
Yeah, not very often.
And they've been successful every time.
That's
so,
right.
I mean, you know, it is good to get excited to get them to stop. And there's something.
There's a flag thrown by one of the officials.
That's what Franklin County, so it's going to be a 3rd and long.
He points and starts to walk something off. 2, 3, 4, 5.
Yeah.
Must have been another encroachment or.
Yeah, it looks like somebody said his shirt was untucked. I don't know if they would call that. I'm sure why.
Well, the 5 yard penalty. We got 3rd and 12.
Yeah, that's what it was. No mouth guarding. And that Franklin County again definitely want to eat the clock.
Now 3rd down and long for the Wildcats. Deep in their own territory. Comes the play. Ball carrier getting free for a little bit. Gets to the 20-yard line.
And one thing we talked about earlier is that they haven't done a run back. They haven't had a run back of any kind. They haven't punted.
That's true.
It looks like they're going to punt right now.
That's 4th down, 10.
Back to the front.
Well, this would be a
Spartans will get
shot
the
if we
ball.
can run it back. We'll get some excitement. Yeah, again, Franklin County just need as much clock as possible, and why not? 42.
Spartan waiting for the.
Yeah, not sure exactly what happened.
Not sure either. Been a lot of walking around tonight, huh?
Yeah, it seemed to me that we had lost the
Now what's
offside Franklin County. Yeah, but it just doesn't seem like we've, you know, too much chaos out there. I don't know why it takes so long.
5 yard penalty. That will be back deep. Grub on the punt.
Well, that gives us better field position. We almost guaranteed to be in Franklin County territory for, I believe, the second time tonight, Fran.
Yes. Ball headed upfield.
Oh, that's
Skylar Hance.
And I thought there was going to be a penalty on one of our guys for holding, but it wasn't called. Yeah, very dangerous play right there.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that's crazy right there.
Yeah.
Yeah, Hence has the wherewithal right there to just drop his body on it. Again, we're down 42 as you see the cheerleaders there. It's starting to get a little chilly out there as they wave to the camera.
Ball placed at the 41-yard line.
Let's open up the defense, or open up the offense a little bit. Let's see some passes and see what arm Kelly has.
Spartan's about to put the ball in play with under 7 minutes to play in tonight's ball game. Snap from center. Up to the middle, the 26, 27-yard line. Almost to the first it is, a 1st and 10 for Connersville.
Yeah.
Wildcat territory. Ball be at the 27-yard line. 55-13. Spartans trailing in this game tonight. There's a pitch out to Hence, and he's caught by a Franklin County boy and dragged down for a loss back to the 35-yard line.
Again, we talked many times, Fran, about stretching out their defense and being successful, and that was the first time where we really had some negative yards on that. And Franklin County read that very well. And number 11 was on Hence as soon as he got the ball.
Yes.
And again, sometimes not sure what goes through the mind, but again, you know what to do when a play is called. But if you see something like that, where hey, maybe there's got to do some thinking and maybe not throw the ball over there. Pitch it out.
Play up to the middle, gets to the 30-yard line. Pick up a couple for 3. Going to be cleared down, coming up for Connersville. 3rd and 15, McCullough.
3rd and 15. We haven't had that long, but again, lots of 3rd and longs tonight.
Oh yes.
That's really hurting yourself when you're not getting that many positive plays. Again, these are things that we need to learn from to come back next week against Greensburg we're playing next week? Yeah.
Yes, here at the Spartan Stadium. Comes the play, and
that's nice.
It's pick up on the play, but not enough.
Yeah, but we're definitely probably going to go for it with 5:01 to go. There's no reason to punt because you'll be kicking it out. You'll be getting them at the 20. So you might as well go for it right here. And
be a 4th down and 5.
Yeah, 4th and 5, and let's score from here.
Be nice. How about a pass into the end zone?
Yeah, let's have a pass.
Okay, I don't think so.
They're going right at the middle.
Yeah.
It looks like he may have gotten it. Yes, he did.
1st and 10.
Good job.
Are signaling.
Yeah, good job. Very nice job there. As again, Kelly, had a little bit of protection to be able to misdirect right there and go off to his left guard.
Just a little over 4 minutes left to play in tonight's game. 1st and 10 for the Spartans as they are trying to score for the 3rd time tonight.
I would definitely like to see it happen.
Tight formation this time, and the ball handed off, coming to the near side, dragged down at about the 18-yard line.
Hence's helmet came off, and he's not sure what happened. I mean, he turned on the jets. If you see him, I mean, he got the pitch and he turned on the jets, but the Franklin County guy, saw he turned on his too.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Hence comes out of the ball game, and the Spartans send in Caleb Messer, who's a freshman.
Yeah, second and long.
We've said that quite a bit tonight.
Yeah, we've said that. Yeah, yeah. That's something you don't want to have happen. Again, this is just one of those games that we can chalk our, and that's a fumble, and Franklin County has it.
Fumble on the play. Wildcats recover.
Yeah, it again looked like nobody knew exactly what was happening on that play, and you know, it's another costly turnover for the Spartans.
Yes, we've every mistake it seems like the Spartans have made tonight have resulted in not good news for Connersville.
No, not at all. Not at all. I mean, that replay right there wasn't. I mean, it looked like Kelly. Nobody was sure. Who was going to get the ball? If Kelly was going to take it, or if DuBois was going to take it, and DuBois obviously thought Kelly was going to take it, and vice versa.
Wildcats have the have the football in their own territory.
Oh, that's
they
a
get
nice
a man
run.
free. The ball carrier is racing upfield as it's 50 to 45.
Wow,
and he is headed for the end zone, but finally dragged down at the Connersville 20-yard line.
Yeah, I don't know if he stepped out of bounds or not.
I'm not sure either. He was on that far sidelines, but the officials aren't ruling anything.
No, not at all. They're going, as we'll see the replay right here. Again, that's just a full-out sprint from both players right there. And, our guy caught up with it, and, he definitely clearly stayed inside. It looked like his ankle was kind of twisted a little bit, but he kept going and, finally able to bring him down on the 20-yard line. And
it's Cody Hurst who had a good return by Franklin County player.
Franklin County has to have close to 500 yards offense, maybe more.
So. Yeah, they've just run wild tonight.
Yeah, I mean, they probably at least got 150 through the air, and how many? I mean, they probably got over 300.
I think so.
On the ground,
yes.
at least. We'll find out here in a minute. But yeah, they definitely have a whole lot of yards that we've given up tonight, and again, Franklin County 54 to 34 or 50. What was it? 54-34 last week.
Yes.
And they put up 55 this week. That's an impressive 2 weeks for Franklin County.
On the 10-yard line to first and goal for the Wildcats. Well, they've had some long runs tonight.
Yes, they have. And that's a touchdown.
To the near side, another touchdown.
Yep. I mean, it's impressive when you're watching this offensive performance from Franklin County, and you're calling a touchdown almost as soon as the guy touches the ball, because you see the lane that is opening up for him. I mean, look at it. You got a leader right there. You look at the block from number 11. I mean, again, all you got to do is get in somebody's way, and that's what Franklin County was very good at. They're very good at getting in somebody's way and opening up that lane. And again, it's just impressive.
Josh Bowman scoring, give them their score of 61 to 13. Here they go for the second
and they got it.
Point
That's
conversion.
crazy.
Did he get in?
Yeah, he got in, and it looked like he was, stopped for a loss, and again, he just kept moving his wheels and was able to get in.
Cody Hurst was the guy who made the 2-point conversion.
Yeah, look at this, Fran. I mean, right here, kind of stumbles a little bit right there. Not, got touched by one of our guys. He's off balance, and again, right there at the 5-yard line, he has a Spartan in front of him, and he just cuts the other way. He gets touched, and he just keeps going. That's impressive football right there. Wish it were our guys.
Yes, 2 minutes left to play in tonight's ball game. Franklin County with the big lead of 63 to 13.
Yeah, that's again out. You got 9 touchdowns tonight.
Yes, there's a lot of offense on this team.
Yeah. Oh yeah. And again, I can't stress enough. We've talked about the passing. I mean, Tucker, who would have thought that we'd be talking about a wide receiver who's got 2 or 3 scores?
Then you fall behind a team like this. It's really tough to catch up in.
Yeah, you're in the hole. We were in the hole from the first play.
Oh, absolutely. I mean they scored in the first seconds of the ball game.
Yeah, I mean, 3 times they've had 3 series where it only took them 1 play to score.
Yes.
3 series. That's
it, Rob. You said you used the word impressive, and that is impressive.
Yeah. Yeah, that's.
Scouts here tonight that will be playing Franklin County during this season.
So how do you stop it?
They're going to go home and say, Coach.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, again, you look at Brady, their quarterbacks, some of his throws, doesn't have the perfect spiral, but boy, he's accurate. There were a couple times where some of his players had to, or his receivers had to jump for the ball, but on those touchdown throws,
Yes.
I mean, they were right there.
That's right.
I mean, he caught Tucker on every one of his touchdowns in perfect stride.
Caleb Weaver returned the kickoff for the Spartans, and it'll be, see where they place the ball. 32-yard line. Spartans huddle. Well, they break, and we'll line up and see what they can do here.
Yeah, I'd like to see him score here, 153. I'd like to see a pass. We only had one pass.
Down by 50 points.
Yeah,
Moves the ball up to about the 35-yard line.
Yeah, I mean, again, I'd like to see a little bit more variety here. The minute 39 to go. Let's open it up just a little bit. Let's throw caution to the wind. Again, I don't think we're not going to stop the clock. Franklin County's not going to stop the clock.
No, I don't think so. There's a pitch out to the near side and dropped at the 35-yard line is the Spartans. Jared Snedeker. So second down coming up.
Minutes to go.
Third and 9, rather. Third down coming up. Third and 9.
You know, minutes to go. I'd love to see one more pass.
Spartans lineup will, as we near the end of this ball game. Kelly under center. There's the handoff. And
oh, that's nice.
To the near
Wow,
side. Ball carrier is knocked out of bounds as he crosses the 41-yard line.
Yeah, it was kind of a dangerous pitch there from Kelly. But, you know, last minute, got about 3 or 4 more yards on that as it's fourth down. You know, definitely want to get it here.
4th and 3 for Connersville.
Let's see what we can do here. I would probably imagine it's, you know, you take a pick of the 3 plays.
This could be the final play of the ball game. We'll see. As the ball carrier is caught behind the line of scrimmage, and the loose football fell on by a couple of Wildcats.
Yeah, it was rolled down. 23 seconds to go. And I would imagine Franklin County's probably going to take a knee. Well, actually, with the ball stopped, they have to take a play. They'll probably take a knee. Why not? And let's go. Yeah, that's at least I hope they do that. But no, they'll probably try to score.
Ball at the 40-yard line.
Yeah, no, they'll probably try to score, onside kick it, score again. That's they.
It's time
these
to
guys.
Time to take a knee and climb on the
Yeah,
buses.
yeah, that's right.
And head south.
Yeah, let's head south for the victory. Yeah, definitely should
the
be the last play of the game right here.
Wildcats break from the huddle and line up and
yeah, it
see
looks
what
like
happens.
they're gonna take a knee. Yep. Yep, there you go. That's the ball game.
That'll take care of the thing. The final score here tonight is 63 to 30.
30.
I'm sorry, 63 to 13. I only wish.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
Okay, we'll take a break here on TV3, and we'll be right back right after this.
Also, ball game starting the 32.
Yeah. Gather our thoughts, yeah.
7 p.m. Again, Friday night, September the 2nd, versus Greensburg, 7 p.m.
Well, Ron, it's been an interesting night.
Yeah.
And, The Spartans, they have a lot of work to do.
They do. That victory last week with again, it proves that you have to take one game at a time. No matter what type of victory you had the week before, it doesn't always carry over to the next week. And you know that these boys were excited to get back on this field after that emotional victory in Richmond. But these Franklin County kids are very, very impressive.
Yes, they are.
Very, very impressive.
Very.
We talked in the pregame frame. We talked about the 3 yards in a cloud of dust that Franklin County is just going to beat you in the middle. But my goodness, they have a passing game, and because they have that passing game,
yes,
they're going to be a dangerous team to beat.
Absolutely.
We need to open up our offense. Our offense, just 3 or 4 plays. We need to open up our offense so that way we can be as diverse as Franklin County. That's why they're such a good team. They're diverse, and unfortunately, we didn't show that much diversity at all.
First touchdown came for Franklin County, 11:36 to play in the opening period. They scored again with 7 minutes and 40 seconds left, and again with 5 minutes and 3 seconds left, and with 1 minute and 6 seconds left. They put 4 touchdowns on the board in the first quarter and had a 27-0 first quarter lead. Spartans scored with 7:32 to play in the second quarter for a touchdown and extra point to make it 21-7, but Franklin County came right back with 3:44 on the clock in the first half to score again to make the halftime score of 38-7. In the second half, it was 40-7 as Franklin County scored with 11:43 to go. I mean, the clock had just started at 12 minutes, and when it showed at 11:43, they were across the goal line, and they had a 41-7 lead. At 10:13 to play in the third period, they scored again to make it 48-7, and with 6 minutes and 30 seconds left to play in the third period, they scored again to make it 55-7. Spartans scored their second touchdown of the night with 10 minutes and 6 seconds left to play in the ball game, make it 55-13. And it was Franklin County scoring the final touchdown of the ball game with 2 minutes left to play to put them up by a score of 63-13. I know it's a disappointing night for Adam Kelly and the coaching staff.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, again, coming off that emotional victory
yes,
with Rushville or Richmond, especially when we were down, and we showed resolve. We wore them down, but again, right? This is a classic definition that the line wins you games.
Yes.
And Franklin County's offensive line dominated, their defensive line dominated.
Yes.
When our quarterback gets the handoff and he's touched immediately almost every time, that's going to make a long night.
Yeah, he had company right away.
Yeah.
I mean, he just didn't get the protection that he needed to make any play develop.
No, not at all. Not at all.
63 Franklin County, 13 Connersville in the high school football game tonight from Spartan Stadium. Spartans' next game will be a home game with Greensburg Pirates moving in here to Spartan Stadium. For Ron Wally, this is Fran Schummel. Thank you as always for watching Spartan Sports on TV3. Good night, everybody.